Shalom.
Shalom.
Today is an unusual day. We're kind of close today because there's a lot of background noise, but we're going to still bring it out. Today's lesson is going to be entitled, As Wickedness Increases, It Brings Forth the End. Something like to that effect. As wickedness increases, it brings forth the end. You know what I mean?
Signifies.
Or it signifies the end, excuse me. It signifies the end. Oftentimes in the text, like I said, it's an unusual day. We got a lot of people around us, so it's kind of throwing us off a little bit, but that's okay. We'd like to start by giving all praises to
Yahweh, and
a special shalom to those that are continuing to labor to be in the spirit of our Lord. The world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Shalom to you. Shalom. Yeah, so as unrighteous things, start to propagate in the earth, we understand that this signifies that So we understand that as unrighteousness increases in the planet, then it signifies, it's a clear indication that we're that much closer to a righteous order being established in the earth via our Lord being the figurehead. You know what I mean? And we're going to start.
You can see this line of the example. This is an example of wickedness increasing. The signification of the end. Like, what the hell is going on here?
Exactly. We're going to start over. 2nd Ezra 7:43. We're going to start there.
God.
You don't got close, huh?
Yeah, just to be sure, man. You know these guys.
Let's go say that. We get a little closer too.
Say 2nd Ezra 7:43.
Yeah.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 43.
45.
It's like, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, and temperance is at an end, and death, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. There shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to impress him that have gotten the victory.
Right, so death, infidelity, and corruption have to be here first and foremost. That's the prerequisite first and foremost.
And that shows that that's when we get the victory over as well. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. But these bad things have to come up on the earth first and foremost. We have to have the bad first. That's why it also says in Ezra's that unless you get through the fire first, then you cannot have the things that are already set up on the other side. Exactly. So you have to traverse this stuff in order to get there. But first and foremost, like you're saying, the bad has to come first, then the good. Wisdom 5 and 1:7. What should I start bringing up some of these points? The points that they said first. Yeah, I can go into some of those.
Break it down for me.
Okay. So today's lesson is basically going into the whole concept of evils increasing on the earth. It's becoming more readily apparent that that righteousness does not rule here. You know what I mean? So evils increasing coincides with each act of unrighteousness brings us closer to the manifestation of righteousness being established in the earth.
That's right.
So just for an example, there's like extreme porn. You know what I mean? This is an example. Because in former times there was no such thing. You know what I mean? So like having extreme pornography at your fingertips, the dark web, and all kinds of things like that. You know what I mean? Videoing violence for fun. So you may, go on YouTube or on these different platforms, and there's some kids or some guys videoing acts of violence and not stepping in and trying to stop it. Yeah, but just videoing violence, for enjoyment. Wanting to see someone be harmed for your enjoyment. This is an indication that evil is increasing in the land. Doing anything for clout and content. People these days, they'll do anything for clout, content, to make it so that they can get drum up a little following or get some traction so that they can have someone come in and possibly, you know, give them some money or more. You know what I mean? Or reputation. You know, musical and lyrical content. You know, musical and lyrical content these days has ramped up and become so grotesque and so extreme. You know, you got murder music. You know, that's really popular. You got that's just one indication. You know, and then there's other instances where you know, horror culture. You know, where they're singing about sexual sexcapades. You know, that's another thing that can show us. Yeah, Pound Town and you know, the like.
WAP.
Right.
When that's being commercialized, you got to start raising your eyebrows.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
WAP is not to be commercialized. That's private. That's private.
Yeah, that's a private act.
Yeah.
That's a private act. Why are we talking about WAP?
Yeah.
You know, why are we talking about that? Isn't WAP something that's supposed to happen in the comforts of your own home?
Right.
We have platforms for jesting and roasting and evil comedy. You know, it may be something that we may look at low on the totem. You know, we consider it low on the totem pole of things to be considered and to be concerned with, but it's an indication of the times being at the cusp of being done away with. You know, carnality is at an end, like the brother just read. End of days.
Yeah.
Viral means at the expense of others. You know, making someone go viral based on, you know, something they did that's kind of embarrassing. You know,
Mocking the poor.
Yep. Platform. That's okay. There's joking about others' horrible misfortunes online. Baby oil. Talking about baby oil and Ray White jelly. You know, talking about
baby oil, man. Hey, Johnson & Johnson is way more evil than Diddy.
right.